guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. The story I have here is, again, even when a woman goes on television, which this TV show was The Bachelor, which is a bunch of women are competing for one dude, even though they're going to be on national TV, and I don't know how long they sign up before they hear they're going to be a contestant on this, they've got to know for a little bit of time, but this is television, right? And so you'd think they'd be getting the best of the best. Well, apparently they can't even do that. Or apparently just so many women are bad actors, they're having a hard time finding one. A TV contestant for The Bachelorette, or Bachelor, busted for being too easy, told to keep trucking. Now, I have to be careful with my words in thumbnails and things like that because of Big Daddy YouTube, Big Mama YouTube. But before I jump into the main story, she left you and broke your heart. I'm going to be doing a live stream. I might be doing a live stream with Terrence Popp tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm going to try to get a hold of him, see if we can line that up. If not, I'll do one maybe towards this weekend. But if I can't get a hold of him for tomorrow, I'll probably do this live stream on Wednesday. So yeah, tomorrow night. So keep an eye out. Make sure that you subscribe, you get notifications. I'll post up something as a notice that I'll be doing that, and that way you guys will know. And it's just me talking about all the crazy things that women do and how they're so mentally ill-adjusted that if she left you and broke your heart, you're probably better off because they're all crazy anyway. All right, so here's the main story. Bachelor star Clayton Echard makes history by being the first to take back a rose. So if you guys don't know about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette series, what it is, it's a bunch of contestants trying to get married or date the Bachelor or Bachelorette. So one contestant is selecting from, 24, 15, 12, a bunch of women. I don't watch this stuff. I don't know. But I do know how it works. And he gives a rose, and whoever gets the rose goes to the next round. Well, come to find out, he gave a woman a rose, and then he found out that basically she had friends with benefits back home before or while she was a contestant. So imagine you're a contestant on a TV show trying to win a Bachelor, but in the same time, you've got a friends with benefits that you're like hooking up with while you're. And this is why this is a story, because how many people out there now, especially either women or the top 10%ers of dudes, are dating somebody, and then they're looking for their next one, or they're banging someone and looking for their next one, or dating two at a time. Like, no one is happy with just this one person. I'm happy. Everything is good. Moving on. No, that doesn't happen. After 1 week off, The Bachelor returned Monday and picked up where the last episode left off with Clayton Echard. Let me see if I can center this story a little bit. Try to get the print big enough you can see it. Asking host Jesse Palmer if anyone has ever taken back a rose from somebody after finding that Cassidy Timbrooks, who received a group date rose, allegedly has a hookup back home. Clayton wasn't so sure she was deserving anymore. However, he needed to first find out if it was even possible to retract a rose before he could move forward. Now, this is why I think this is funny. Because a lot of guys now need to vet for red flags. And even if you do, they may have something on the down low or the backside that you don't know about. There was a forum, and some of you know of it, Female Dating Strategy on Reddit. And of course, all the men's or male forums that talk about similar things, they've been wiped off Reddit for being misogynistic. But women are allowed to continue on talking about the same kind of actions, but they're allowed because they're women, you see. And in FDS, a lot of them talk about, reserving yourself for the guy that you really want. Now, what do I mean by that? They mean go out with a guy that you really like, and if you want to come across as having high value or being high value, so don't sleep with him right away, make him wait, make him, desire you, make him see you as high value. But in the meantime, it's okay if you have a guy or two on the backside, on the back burner, that you're banging to get to have your fun and have your good time. But don't let him know. He needs to think you're high value. And a lot of women have taken this up. So much so that here now, finally, one of them actually made it on TV, and the world can see some of the ridiculous stuff these women are doing. It says, he says, but what I'm hearing is that Cassidy essentially has a friends with benefits that she apparently was FaceTiming right before the limo entrance. And guys, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. They literally will sleep with a guy and then be like, okay, have a good night, and then flip on the phone and be like, oh, babe, I miss you. She's going to meet a date, and she's FaceTiming right literally minutes before meeting on a TV show. She's FaceTiming the friends with benefits. Like, dude, seriously. Clayton told Jesse, he later added, the frustrating part is, like, I've already given her a rose, and this is really muddying the waters. As for it, if it's possible for him to take the rose back, Jesse told The Bachelor, listen, Clayton, there are no rules. You can do whatever you want to do. And Clayton thought, game on. With a green light from Jesse, Clayton pulled Cassidy aside to confront her about the allegations, to which Cassidy initially lied about. Shocking. Where's my shocking button?
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Of course she lied about it. She said, I haven't had any relationship of any kind since the summer of 2019. Now, if you're saying to yourself,
Wait a minute.
we're 22, you're going to tell me you haven't had any relationship of any kind for 3 years. Again, in her mind, she's like, I haven't really dated anybody. I mean, I've gone on casual dates, but that's not a relationship. I haven't had any kind of relationship. So apparently a guy boning her, rearranging her insides, is not a relationship. See, these are the mental gymnastics that women are going through that they can. She probably, when she said that, was legit thought she was telling the truth. Because these women are like, oh, I don't have a relationship with him of any kind. It's not a relationship. He just, does the hardware store, screw, nut, bolt, and, it's half an hour of fun. But that's not really a relationship. We're just like friends. He's for almost a stranger banging me. It's not a relationship. Mental gymnastics, I'm telling you. She says, I have not spoken to a guy who I have any interest in a relationship with for a very long time. You literally have to be Sherlock Holmes now to figure this out, because she actually told the truth. I have not spoken to a guy who I have any interest in a relationship with for a very long time. She's not interested in a relationship with the friends with benefits. She's just interested in getting laid. And look, I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with it. My whole point is, again, the mental gymnastics. Imagine if a woman said to you, I haven't had any relationship of any kind since the summer of 2019 because she doesn't consider friends with benefits a relationship. So in her mind, she's not lying. And I have not spoken to a guy who I have any interest in a relationship with for a very long time, which essentially, again, is the truth, because she's saying, well, I don't want a relationship with a friends of benefits. I just want him to bang me good. So in her mind, she has told the truth. And if you heard this and you believed what she said, your mind would say like, okay, then I guess I'm wrong. No, you were right. She did have her friends with benefits, but they don't look at it as a relationship anymore. They say, however, after telling Cassidy he knows she had FaceTimed someone days before stepping out of the limo, Cassidy eventually fessed up. She said, there's a guy I slept with a few times over the course of the past few months who knows I'm here. But from the minute I met you, all I have done is gush about how I'm already falling into something with you. Yeah, but in the meantime, she's got a guy falling into her something with his tool. Again, they're going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. No gap in between. And I've said it before, I'll say it again.
Emotional damage.
That's emotional damage. These people are not okay being alone, being by themselves, just living in the world. I used to be very similar. When I was in my 20s, I did a lot of dating. I did it for validation. I did it because I wanted to feel wanted and liked and desired, because that made me feel good. I was that guy. And then I realized, after taking years off from relationships completely, as in not sleeping with anybody, not dating anybody, like legit being completely alone, I learned I wasn't a good person and I wasn't in a good headspace. And it took me several years to work my way through that. That's how I know about this stuff, because I once was that guy. And now I'm not anymore. And so looking back at the way I was, I can be like, man, I wasn't a very healthy person. Well, all these people are not healthy people. And maybe they need to learn like I learned. But when you're going onto a TV show and lying to a guy, trying to profess that, well, I mean, we were just knocking boots a little bit, but that doesn't really count as a relationship. And ever since I met you, I'm really into you. Forget that other guy that maybe I FaceTimed a couple days ago and maybe banged 2 days before coming on the show. I'm really into you. And usually, if she had won the rose, like usually the last night is a very romantic one-on-one thing where a lot of times the contestants will hook up. Well, if she just hooked up with another guy, maybe, I don't know how long the show runs for or how many days they do these dates, but if she just hooked up with another guy a week or two before that, that's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. They continue on. Cassidy's admission was a little too late, as Clayton had already lost trust in her from the initial lie. Ultimately, Clayton decided not to only take her rose away, but send her home altogether, and Cassidy lost it. Crocodile tears. And maybe they were real tears. But again, she doesn't even look at her own actions as blaming herself. It's all the outside forces are against me. She says, I don't see anyone else in this house who, glows as soon as they walk away from you. Like there's no one as excited about you here as I am. I just would hate to see you send home someone who really does have a connection with you and actually likes you for, the opinion of a few girls who ultimately will probably be gone in a few weeks because they're not your one. I haven't even packed my stuff, she said, as she broke out into tears. Right, because she wasn't expecting to get punished, so she didn't pack her stuff. And now what is she doing? Yes, again, there is no accountability. She's deflecting. These other girls don't even want you. They probably won't even be around. I glow when I see you. I'm so happy to see you. You shouldn't do this. This is a mistake on your part. There's no part where she says, you know what, I screwed up. You know what, I shouldn't have done this. No, you're right. Is there any way I can correct this? Maybe I need to think of, no, nothing. Everything is always everyone else's fault. That is society today. There is no self-accountability for any of them. And I'm glad she got punished for it. They say, Bachelor Nation was pretty happy that Cassidy was being sent home. The only thing they did complain about was not actually seeing the rose physically taken away from her. Yeah, that would have been nice to see her kind of have to go through the hard time. And while it probably would have been very satisfying to see, at least Clayton bought peace to the house for now. Now, again, I'm not really into these type of TV shows. But again, so many times, whether I'm doing dating profiles or I'm reading stories, so many people say, well, yeah, but it's this person. That's not the girl next door. That's not this person that I know or this girl that I know. Or at some point, when people are going on TV, when people are being filmed, I mean, in the limousine, there is a TV and a microphone. I'm sure the producers or the showrunners told him she was FaceTiming a guy in the car to make this drama. That's part of what they do on these TV shows. I get that. But the whole point is this dingleberry is sitting in a car, a limousine, going to show up on The Bachelor, and she still can't help but FaceTiming the dude that's rearranging her, that she's banging. She can't help it. And she gets busted. And then she blames everybody else but herself. Doesn't that just pretty much sound like everybody in society today? No accountability for me. I know I did something wrong, but it's the way that society is judging me that's wrong. It's the way that I'm being punished by society it's wrong. It's not my fault. And that's one thing I hope you guys do is take accountability for your mistakes. You have to. Because if you don't, you're just going to go through your life with a hang-up and feeling that the world is against you. It's very liberating to tell the truth all the time. It really is. It's very liberating to take accountability for the mistakes you make and learn from them and don't repeat them, because that's how you improve yourself. And when you come out the backside, yeah, you might have been scraped up, you might have had some bangs and some bruises, but you'll come out a stronger, better person. If you just blame the world for all your problems and you act like, well, it wasn't me, it's this person or that, or it's society, or it's whatever, you're never going to gain everything out of it. And maybe some of it is society's fault. Then understand, hey, this is something I can't control. Stop sweating it. Stop worrying about it, and move on in your life, because you'll be a heck of a lot happier. All right, let's do a dating profile of the day. Yeah, all righty, and this one's kind of silly. But good news is she's vaccinated. She made sure to put that sticker up there. She's 29. Now, this is the part that I can't get over. The first line, looking for something serious. And many guys say, dude, that's what I want. I want a serious girlfriend. She says she's saving herself until marriage, guys. Here is your traditional conservative woman. She says, I want to mean more to somebody. Sounds like we have a winner here. Now, remember, of course, you guys, as you know, I've always said it. I'll say it 100 more times.
Smart men don't get married.
Smart men don't get married. But she's looking for something serious and saving herself to marriage. She wants to mean more to somebody other than sex. Well, hold on. What do you mean you want to mean more to someone other than just sex? If you're saving yourself to marriage and you're looking for somebody else, how confusing. What's the last line? What's that you say? Yeah, she's a single mom. Now,
you lose. Good day, sir.
Now, you might be asking yourself, wait a minute. Now, how's she saving herself something serious and saving herself till marriage, and she wants to mean more to someone other than the bedroom, but she's also a single mom? Well, you see, more than likely, and this is just a guess, but more than likely, she took her turn on the amusement park rides. She rode the baloney pony. She had her fun. She got a kid. She couldn't, and all the dudes just want to have fun with her because she's a single mom who's kind of been out on belonging to those streets, as we like to say. And she says, you know what? I'm coming up on 30. I got a kid. Life's tough. I'm not getting the action other than the bedroom. No guy wants to date me, so now I want someone serious. And now, to prove my value, just like we were talking about, to prove I have value, I am going to make this guy wait until marriage. As if she's some born-again, But that's not how this works, because the kid gives it away. And, this is part of all the time where I'm saying, look, the choices you make in life have consequences. Some of them are little ones. Like a little bad choice has a little bad consequence. Some of them are huge. All right? Like I dated the wrong girl. She made some fake charges against me or whatever. And now I can't get a job and I'm on a registry. Like that. That's not a good time. Okay, but when somebody decides to just go out there and get at it when it comes to the bed, and maybe she just did it once and had a kid. But the problem is when she says, I want to mean more to somebody other than just the bedroom, that gives it away. What she's saying is that's all she's wanted for. All the guys she dates uses her for that. And because she's a single mom. And so now it's time to settle down. And, it's fun to have a laugh at these women. But the truth is, you get what you deserve. You make these bad choices in life. And you don't get to just come around and say, oh, I want to bail out. And now I want a serious guy. Now I want to be loved for me. Now I'm going to make you hold off until marriage, until you get me. But the problem is when a guy does that, and he does wait until marriage, and it turns out either she's awful at it, or she's had tons of partner, or like the Bachelor woman in this story, that turns out she has a friends with benefit or something, and you didn't know about it, and come to find out, like she slept with a dude 2 days before she got engaged to you, or 2 days before the marriage or whatever. You're trapped. Like now, if you want a divorce, she may win cash and prizes. If you date her for more than a year or two, even if you don't adopt the kid in many cases, they'll say, well, the child now recognizes you as a father figure and you need to pay child support. Like you're trapped. So that's why no guy should decide to marry her and be serious about her, No guy should, period. And the fact that she's got a kid and it sounds like she took her turn on the amusement park rides is just one more example. Don't do it. But again, you get what you deserve. And in this case, she deserves...
You lose. Good day, sir.
She deserves to lose. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. Best way you can support me is like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out over on betterbachelor.locals.com. Got unique content, got podcasts, got meme pages, free speech forums, and you can become a supporter for like 13 cents a day. So I would appreciate that if you do that. And a quick update. I think I found a little piece of land that I might be purchasing, and it might work out to be a kind of a camping site reservation type thing for dudes. So I'll keep you guys updated if I decide to buy it or not. It's expensive as the devil, but I'd really like to get going on a kind of a men's retreat thing. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, we'll talk to you in the next one.